using to manage this this crisis. We just were given a look for first time of the of portions of the Jersey Shore by State Police helicopter, who was operating their cameras and relaying the images back. We looked at Lavalette, Ortley Beach, Seaside Heights, and Seaside Park. All of them are nearly completely underwater. Houses are moved off of their foundations. There are houses in the middle of Route 35. The amusement pier at Seaside Park is essentially half washed out. I don't know whether it's the roller coaster or the log flume is now in the ocean. The second pier, the more southerly pier, is also significantly damaged, and some of those amusements are now in the ocean. The level of devastation at the Jersey Shore is unthinkable. And we know that there are many people who own homes, who we've evacuated, who are going to want to get back onto the island to assess the damage to their homes. We are nowhere near being able to let you back onto the island. There is no place. I'm leaving here soon after this press conference to go and tour. There's no place for me to land on the barrier islands. So we're going to have to get to Brick, is about as close as I can get, to see it. The rest of it I'm going to have to see from the air. So with the instability of infrastructure on the barrier islands, we haven't been able to assess the natural gas situation and others. We know there's no power. It would be completely unsafe for homeowners to think about today or any time in the next couple of days going back onto those barrier islands. So we want everyone to remain patient in that regard. I will report back fully to you at my press briefing this afternoon what I see today. We'll be taking press with us on a pool basis so that you can see what I see from the helicopters and report back to the public as well. But to prepare the public for what they're going to see, it is beyond anything I thought I'd ever see. Terrible. And so we need to remain patient. We'll let the waters recede, and then we can go in and make a full assessment about rebuilding that area of the Jersey Shore. But it is a devastating sight right now. So we have a lot of work to do. I have absolute confidence in the fact that we'll be able to do it and do it together. I have confidence in the fact that we'll have complete support from the President of the United States and federal authorities. I think it's very important, though, for me today, now that at least the wind has let up a little bit, to see it myself, so that when I talk to the President later today, I can tell him personally exactly what I've seen, to give him the full measure of the devastation that's happened to our state. No question in my mind, given the reports that I've seen so far, that the devastation that's happened to New Jersey is beyond what's happened to anyone else, at least from the reports that I've seen so far. And that should come as no shock since the storm made landfall here. So I want to tell the people of the state who are able to listen to this, who have power or watching in some way, we are going to make sure that we do everything we can to get through this as quickly as possible, to restore conditions in the state to normalcy as soon as we can. And you can count on the fact that I'll be working with the folks here standing behind me and the folks they represent every waking hour to make sure that we get this going as quickly as we can. But the devastation is unprecedented, like nothing we've ever seen reported before. And so we need to keep that in mind in terms of gauging our expectations for how quickly this will happen. So that's what I have. Happy to take some questions